Hello, hello, crossroads witches and other interesting magical beings. Guess what time of the year it is? Spring equinox, a time for magic with eggs. And I am so excited about this. Here at the House of Witchcraft, we are going to be doing a project on sigils on our eggs. I do want to say I got the idea from one of my witchy subscription boxes where I just loved them and thought I would take it to the next level. And also for our 13 moon folks, we have the Ostara Ritual. If you're interested and you would like to get involved in that, I am so excited with this. This is a 3-day manifestation and releasing ritual, and spring equinox is the perfect time to do this working. And this was also, you know how the world or the community, I don't know, the magic works like in this weird synchronicity where we had done this ritual up, knew we were going to be working with eggs, and then my witchy subscription box sent me some really cool eggs, and I just sort of vibed all on it. I do want to say, before I get on to my eggs, for my 13 moons where we're talking about using flowers and things, I'm using Violas. Aren't they so pretty? I love them. I also use them for pressed flowers. They're also edible. Just making sure that, you know, nothing's been sprayed on them and a dog ain't peed on it. That you can use them. I always wash them really well. They're really pretty to take a flower and put in your ice cubes and freeze them up, and then you have little flower cubes on them. You can, like I said, you can take them and get them a little damp, and then like sprinkle fine sugar on them, and then sit them in the freezer, and then you take them out and you can use them for like the tops of decorating. I've used them for cocktail decorating. I've used it when we've done tea time, a spring tea time, where we had, you know, the cute little cucumber sandwiches, and then I took my little flowers and put them on top of it. I just love this flower, as you can tell, during springtime. I just think working with the flower itself is magical. It's not so much, well, what magic is the flower, but it's just magical, everything about it. And so if you get the opportunity to use violas this springtime, please consider doing it. And like I said, they're just a magical flower all the way around. But that's what I'm doing for my 13 moons ritual, just to give, I know some of my 13 moons folks were asking about what flower I was using. And we had different ones. Now the next one, I get my basket, like I was showing you all eggs, is I got me some plain wooden eggs and I painted them up. You can also get them painted. You know, I happen to have some just little craft paints, and so I spent a day. And then you can also just use plain white eggs for this. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a sigil. Y'all see the sigil? I'm trying to get it up. Oops, do I got it? Y'all know I'm shaky. All right. And the sigils that were sent were signals for strength, for passion. What was it? Let me look at the other one. Oh, and rebirth, which I thought were all good. But of course, I want to put my extra spin on my egg. And I got some paint pens, and I plan on putting in my sigil, my personal sigil on here. And then I plan on writing my dreams, my aspirations, my goals, my dream bigger than dream for this year, keeping it real, but things that I want to accomplish this coming year, and writing little notes down on my eggs. Now, like I said, these are wooden eggs. You can also use real eggs, okay? If you are going to bury it, please make sure it's non-toxic and the paint you're using is non-toxic, or considering burying a real egg, all right? This is your preference, either or, but I plan on burying them around my property. This is what I'm doing with them, you know, where I'm like, ooh, I'm going to put little things down and I'm just going to put it in the dirt. I want the dirt to help me with the energy. I want my site to help me with the energy. You know, spring equinox is the time of birth, the time of beginnings. I mean, there's list and list. We can go through all of that, you know. And it's about looking in your area and seeing what's in bloom there. There is no list of these flowers represent Ostara. Well, they may not represent Ostara or spring equinox for me, for where I live, all right? And that's why it's so important to what is, you know, blooming in your area. I know right now where I live, the honeysuckle vines are everywhere and it's so beautiful. And there's some honeysuckle right over there, and I plan on right across my property back in the woods. There's this beautiful vine, and I was over there and I sort of moved some of the dirt around from it to make sure that I could get to it. I'm going to go get me a shovel and I'm going to dig it up very carefully and gently, and I'm going to bring it back over here on my side of the line and put it on a fence where I can slowly have it going down the fence. And I want to do that during the time of the equinox. This is when I plan on planting it. All right. And that really this is the time about planting things in your life. All right. That's the spring equinox energies and working manifestations for the coming year. What do you want to see grow? What are you wanting to bring? What are you wanting to birth, so to speak, and bring in to your realm, bring into existence, all right? And think of ways that you can do that. How can you honor your season regionally? I know sometimes we get lost in these wheels of the year and the mythology and all of that. And yeah, that's great. That's beautiful. Y'all seen that too pretty? I have one of my folks sent me this beautiful, beautiful water lily scarf, and I'm putting it on and it's sliding down because I don't think I did it quite right. But thank you on that. I'm just like, here, do I have it right? I shifted it when I was talking. There it goes. I move too much, I think, sometimes, but it is just so beautiful. And again, this springtime energies, that's what it's about, you know? It's connecting to where you're at, looking around at what's in bloom, looking around what trees, you know, what is Mother Nature doing, all right? You know, and giving honor to that. And then also your own personal, what is your coming year going to be like, and setting the tone for that, you know? And I just wanted to shoot this little, I'm not going to really do a real arts and crafts video because y'all don't want to watch my shaky self try and do my things. But I wanted to give you all a little inspiration on some of the things that you can do during spring equinox, during Ostara, and celebrate it. You know, it's not like you was saying earlier, you don't follow the books, don't worry about all that stuff. Get out and create your own spring ritual. Get out and create your own connection to the dirt that you stand on, all right? And with that said, witches, I'm going to go draw my eggs and get ready because it's just around the corner and I'm too excited. All right, witches, get out there, fly those brooms, have a bright, blessed day, and as always, amen, ashe, oh, y'all, I done messed up. All right, let me try this again. Amen, blessed be, ashe, and a bobo.